I woke up this morning and forgot he was dead. Just for 3 seconds. 3 beautiful, cruel seconds where I reached across the bed expecting to find him there. Warm and solid and real. My hand found cold sheets instead, and reality crashed down like it does every single morning. 2 years. 730 days. And I still reach for him. December 23rd. The date stares back at me from my phone screen, mocking me. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. The day after that, Christmas. The day after that, well, that's the day James died 2 years ago. Hit by a semi-truck on I-95 during a snowstorm. They said he didn't suffer. They always say that, don't they? As if it makes the loss any easier to swallow. I force myself out of bed. Our bed. The bed I haven't changed in 2 years. Because his pillow still smells like him if I press my face into it deep enough. The therapist Sarah's school made me see said that's unhealthy. I stopped going to therapy after that session. The house is quiet. Too quiet. Sarah is with my sister Linda in Boston for a few days. She needed to get away from this place. From me. From the ghost of her father that haunts every corner of this Connecticut colonial we bought 15 years ago. The house where we brought her home from the hospital. The house where James taught her to ride a bike in the driveway. The house where he took his last shower, ate his last breakfast, kissed us both goodbye for the last time. I shuffle downstairs, avoiding looking at the wall of family photos in the hallway. James smiling at our wedding, James holding newborn Sarah, James at Disney World, Mickey Mouse ears on his head, looking ridiculous and perfect. Every photo is a knife I'm not ready to twist today. The kitchen is exactly as I left it yesterday, exactly as I left it a month ago, if I'm being honest. Dishes in the sink, coffee maker covered in dust because I can't bring myself to use it. James made the coffee in this house. Every single morning for 15 years, he'd wake up before me, start the pot, and bring me a cup in bed. Cream, 2 sugars. Now I drink instant from the microwave like some kind of barbarian, and it tastes like ash in my mouth. I walk to the window and look out at our backyard. The deck James built by hand 5 summers ago is rotting. The gutter he promised to fix before winter is hanging at an angle, probably one more snowstorm away from falling completely. The yard is overgrown, wild, abandoned, just like me. And that's when I see Mike Morrison's truck pull into my driveway. Right, the contractor. I almost forgot I called him. After 2 years of letting this house fall apart around me, I finally made the decision. I'm selling. I have to. Not just because I can't afford to maintain it on my salary from the insurance company, though that's true enough, but because I'm drowning here. Every room whispers his name. Every corner holds a memory I'm not strong enough to face. I open the door before Mike can knock. He's about 60, weathered face, kind eyes, the type of man James would have liked, would have stood in the driveway with on a Sunday afternoon, drinking beer and talking about the Patriots. "Mrs. Parker," he says gently, taking off his baseball cap. "Thanks for having me out. Emily, please. And thank you for coming on such short notice, especially this close to Christmas." He waves a hand. "My boys are grown. Wife passed 3 years ago. Christmas is just another day now." He says it matter-of-factly, but I see the shadow cross his face. He knows. He understands. We walk through the house together. I point out the obvious problems. The gutter, the deck, the basement that floods, the bathroom tile that's cracking. But what I don't tell him, what I can't tell him, is that the real problem with this house isn't structural. It's haunted. Not by ghosts, but by the ghost of the life I thought I'd have forever. "The attic," Mike says, checking his notes. "You mentioned checking the insulation up there?" "The attic. I haven't been up there in over a year. Sarah wanted to get the Christmas decorations down a few weeks ago. Thought maybe we should try to celebrate this year. But I couldn't do it. Couldn't face opening those boxes, seeing the ornaments James and I collected over the years. The ceramic Santa he bought on our trip to Vermont. The baby's first Christmas decoration from Sarah's first year. All of it packed away like our old life, stored in the darkness where I don't have to look at it. "Yeah," I hear myself say. "Yeah, we should check up there." Mike nods and goes to get his ladder from the truck. I stand at the bottom of the pull-down attic stairs, my heart pounding for reasons I don't quite understand. It's just an attic. Just boxes and dust and old memories. But as Mike climbs up and I hear him moving around above me, something shifts in my chest. A feeling I haven't had in 2 years. Not quite hope, but maybe something like curiosity. "What's up there?" What have I been avoiding all this time? Lots of boxes up here, Mrs. Parker, Mike calls down. You want us to bring them down so you can sort through before the sale? I hesitate. Every instinct screams at me to say no, to leave it all up there, to let the new owners deal with it. But then I think about Sarah, about what she might want to keep, about the fact that running from the past hasn't made it hurt any less. Yes, I call back, my voice stronger than I feel. Bring it all down. And as Mike and his young assistant Tony start carrying boxes down the narrow stairs, I have no idea that in about 20 minutes my entire world is about to shift again. That hidden among the Christmas decorations and old baby clothes and baseball cards, there's something waiting for me. Something James left behind. Something that's been waiting in the darkness for 2 years, just like me. A gift, a message, a final piece of him I never knew existed. But I don't know that yet. Right now, I'm just a widow on December 23rd, trying to figure out how to survive another Christmas without the man who made every Christmas magical. Right now, I'm just trying to breathe. The boxes pile up in my living room like evidence at a crime scene, evidence of a life that used to be. Mike and Tony work quietly, respectfully, carrying down piece after piece of my past. I sit on the couch, surrounded by cardboard and dust and memories I'm not ready to unpack. How did it come to this? How did I go from being a wife, a partner, half of something whole, to this woman sitting alone in a deteriorating house, unable to even climb into her own attic? The truth is, I've been dying along with this house. Slowly, imperceptibly, like a plant nobody waters anymore. I go to work at the insurance company. I process claims. I smile at my coworkers when they ask how I'm doing. Fine, I say. I'm fine. But I come home to this tomb every night, heat up something from a box, and sit in front of the TV until I'm numb enough to go upstairs and reach for a man who isn't there. Sarah sees it. Of course she does. She's 12 years old and she's already lost so much. She shouldn't have to watch her mother disappear too. That's why I made the call to Mike Morrison 3 days ago. That's why I'm doing this. My phone buzzes. A text from Linda. How's it going? Sarah wants to know if you're okay. I stare at the message. Sarah wants to know if I'm okay. My 12-year-old daughter is worried about me while she's supposed to be enjoying her time in Boston, probably ice skating on the Common or shopping on Newberry Street. What kind of mother have I become? I call her instead of texting back. She answers on the first ring. Mom? Just hearing her voice cracks something open inside me. Hi, baby. Are you crying? Her voice is small, worried. Too worried for a child. No, honey, I look around at the boxes, at Mike measuring something in the kitchen, at this house that's become a prison. I'm just thinking. About Dad? Always about Dad. Everything is about Dad. Even this decision to sell is about him, about us, about trying to figure out how to live in a world where he doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, about Dad, about us, about this house. I take a deep breath. Sarah, I need to talk to you about something important. Silence on the other end. She knows. Kids always know. We're selling the house, aren't we? Her voice is flat, emotionless, protective. I think we need to, baby. I can't take care of it anymore. It's falling apart and I'm falling apart, and I think maybe we need a fresh start somewhere new. It's okay, Mom. She says it so quickly, so firmly, that I know she's been thinking about this too. I thought you'd want to sell it. I thought maybe that's why you asked Aunt Linda if I could stay longer. God, I'm transparent. My own daughter can read me like a book. It's not about forgetting him, I say, my voice breaking. You know that, right? It's not about erasing him or replacing him or moving on like he never existed. I know, Mom. A pause. Dad would want us to be happy. He'd hate seeing you like this. 12 years old and wiser than me. When did that happen? When are you coming home? I ask, changing the subject before I completely fall apart. Day after tomorrow, Christmas Day. Aunt Linda said she'd drive me back in the morning. Christmas Day. The day James died was December 26th, 2 years ago. He was coming home from New York City, bringing presents. We never found out what he bought. The car was totaled. Everything inside destroyed or scattered across I-95 in the snow. Sometimes I wonder what he'd gotten us. Sometimes I think not knowing is worse than knowing. Okay, baby. I'll see you then. I love you. Love you too, Mom. And Mom, it's okay to sell the house. Really. Dad's not in the house. He's in us. She hangs up before I can respond, which is probably good because I'm sobbing now. ugly crying in front of Mike Morrison and Tony and all these boxes that won't stop multiplying. Mike appears in the doorway, pretends not to notice my tears. "Mrs. Parker, we're making good progress. Found some water damage in the attic floor we'll need to address. And there's definitely some mold in the insulation." He pauses. "But the structure is sound. Good bones. This house was built to last. Built to last. James said that when we bought it. Good bones, Em. We'll grow old here. We'll watch Sarah graduate high school from that porch. We'll have grandkids running around this yard. This house will see generations of us." Generations. We got 15 years. Barely half a generation. "How long?" I ask Mike. "How long until it's ready to sell?" "If we start after Christmas, push hard. Maybe 3 weeks. A month at most." He sits down on the arm of my couch, uninvited but somehow welcome. My wife and I lived in our house for 37 years. When she passed, I tried to stay. Thought it would help, you know? Keep her close. But houses are just structures, Mrs. Parker. Wood and nails and drywall. The people we love, they're not trapped in the walls. They're here. He taps his chest. And here. He taps his head. I nod, unable to speak. "You're doing the right thing," he says gently. "For you and for your daughter. Sometimes the bravest thing we can do is let go." He stands up, goes back to work, leaves me alone with that truth. Sometimes the bravest thing we can do is let go. But what if I don't know how? What if holding on is the only thing keeping me from completely disappearing? Tony calls from upstairs. "Mike, you better come see this. There's something weird up here." Mike heads up the attic stairs, and I hear them moving things around, talking in low voices. Probably more water damage, more mold, more evidence that this house, like me, has been neglected for too long. But then Mike appears at the top of the stairs, and he's holding something. A small box. A shoebox. Old and taped shut. "Mrs. Parker," he says, his voice strange. "This was hidden behind the insulation. Way in the back corner. It's got writing on it." He brings it down carefully, like it might explode. And when he hands it to me, I see the handwriting. James's handwriting. Unmistakable. "For my love. Open on Christmas. 2023. The world stopped spinning. The year he died. This box has been in my attic for 2 years, waiting for me." My hands shake so violently I almost drop the box. Mike catches my elbow, steadies me, guides me back to the couch. The shoebox sits in my lap like a live grenade. I can't take my eyes off James's handwriting. Every loop and curve as familiar to me as my own heartbeat. "For my love. Open on Christmas. 2023. "You okay, Mrs. Parker?" Tony asks from the doorway. He's young, maybe 25, and he looks genuinely concerned, like he's afraid I might shatter right here in my living room. My voice doesn't sound like mine. "I need a minute." Mike ushers Tony out. "Let's take lunch. Give Mrs. Parker some privacy." He looks at me, understanding in those weathered eyes. "We'll be back in an hour if that's all right." I nod without speaking. The front door closes. Their truck starts up and pulls away. And then it's just me and this box that's been hiding in my attic for 2 years. 2 years. Christmas 2023. The Christmas that never came for him. The tape is yellowed, brittle. I touch it gently, afraid it might disintegrate under my fingers. Afraid the whole thing might turn out to be a hallucination, some grief-induced delusion my broken mind created to give me hope. But it's real. The weight of it is real. The handwriting is real. James hid this up there. James, who always got so excited about Christmas he could barely sleep on Christmas Eve. James, who wrapped presents with the enthusiasm of a child and approximately the same skill level. James, who loved surprising me, who lived for those moments when he could make me gasp and laugh and cry happy tears. What's inside this box? When did he hide it? It must have been right before his last trip to New York. He must have come home, bought whatever this is, wrapped it, wrote that note, and climbed up into the attic to hide it, planning for a Christmas morning that he'd never see. Did he know? Some part of him? Is that why he hid it so carefully? Taped it shut like he was preserving something precious? Or was this just James being James, dramatic and romantic and always planning some grand gesture? I lift the box to my ear like I used to do with presents as a kid, trying to guess the contents. It's light. Something shifts inside, but I can't identify it. Paper, maybe. Tissue paper or wrapping paper. Or maybe a card. James always wrote cards. Long, rambling cards that said everything he felt, because he was never afraid of his own emotions. God, I miss that about him. How unafraid he was. How open. I spent our whole marriage trying to match his emotional honesty, and I never quite got there. Too guarded, too careful, too scared of being that vulnerable. And now he's gone, and I never got to tell him that he made me braver just by loving me so completely. I should open it. Right now. Rip off the tape. See what's inside. Have this moment alone before Sarah gets home. But my hands won't move, because once I open this box, that's it. This is the last surprise from James. The last gift. The last tangible piece of him planning our future. After this, there's nothing left to discover. Nothing left waiting for me. Just the slow march forward through a life he's not part of anymore. My phone rings. I nearly jump out of my skin. It's Linda. Hey, I answer, my voice shaking. Em? What's wrong? You sound weird. I found something. The contractors were in the attic and they found... Linda, they found a present. From James. Hidden up there. For Christmas 2023. Silence on the other end. Then, oh my God. It's been up there this whole time. 2 years. Just sitting there in the dark, waiting for me to find it. Have you opened it? I can't. I can't do it alone. I start crying again. Ugly sobs that make it hard to breathe. I need Sarah here. I need her to be part of this. It's not just mine. Whatever's in here, it's for both of us. Our family. What's left of it. Do you want me to bring her home now? We can be there in 2.5 hours. I look at the clock. It's just afternoon. No, you guys enjoy your day. Come tomorrow like planned. Christmas morning. We'll open it together on Christmas morning. That's what James wanted. That's what the box says. Are you sure you don't want company today? I can have Steve drive Sarah home tomorrow, and I can come now. I'm sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure of anything anymore. But I know I need to sit with this alone for a while. Need to process the fact that James reached forward through time to give me this gift. Need to understand what it means that after 2 years of thinking I knew every corner of this house, there was still a piece of him hiding, waiting to be found. Okay, Linda says softly, but call me if you change your mind. Anytime. I mean it. We hang up. I set the box carefully on the coffee table like it's made of glass, and then I just stare at it. Mike and Tony's voices drift in from outside as they return from lunch. Life continues around me. The refrigerator hums. A car drives by on the street. Somewhere, people are preparing for Christmas, wrapping gifts, baking cookies, living ordinary lives where husbands don't die 3 days before Christmas. Mike knocks softly before entering. We good to keep working, Mrs. Parker? Yes. And Mike? He turns back. Thank you for finding it. Wasn't me. Tony spotted it. Said something about the way the insulation was bunched up in that corner looked deliberate, like someone had moved it recently. He pauses. Well, recently 2 years ago. Tony appears behind him, looking embarrassed. My dad passed when I was little. Left letters for me and my mom. Hid them all over the house. Took us years to find them all. I just recognized the signs, I guess. The way something's hidden on purpose, you know? I do know. Now I do. They go back to work, and I sit with James's final gift. Tomorrow Sarah comes home. Tomorrow we'll open it together. Tomorrow I'll find out what message my husband left for me from beyond the grave. But tonight, I get to wonder. Tonight, I get to imagine. Tonight, this box is Schrodinger's cat, full of infinite possibilities. Tonight, James is still surprising me, still planning for our future, still loving me forward through time. Tomorrow, reality. Tonight, hope. And hope, I'm learning, is sometimes enough. I don't sleep that night. Not really. I lie in bed staring at the ceiling, acutely aware that downstairs, sitting on my coffee table, is a message from my dead husband. Every time I close my eyes, I see his handwriting. For my love, open on Christmas, 2023. At 3 a.m., I give up on sleep and go downstairs. The box sits exactly where I left it, patient and waiting. I turn on a single lamp and sit on the floor in front of the coffee table, just looking at it, studying it. The shoebox is from a brand James liked, a sporting goods store we used to go to together. The tape is careful, methodical. He took his time hiding this. He wanted to make sure it stayed sealed until we found it, until I found it, because he couldn't have known Sarah would be part of this moment. She was only 10 when he died. He was protecting a gift for me, his wife, the woman he promised to love for the rest of his life. He just didn't know the rest of his life would be so short. I reach out and trace the letters of my name with one finger. Emily. He always said my name like it was poetry. Even when he was frustrated with me, even during arguments, he said my name with reverence, like I was something sacred he'd been trusted to care for. What if what's inside isn't good? What if it's something that breaks me further? What if his last words to me are something I can't handle? Or worse, what if it's something ordinary, something simple, and the weight I've given this moment is just my desperate need to feel close to him again? The house creaks around me. Old houses do that, especially in winter. But tonight, every sound feels like James moving through the rooms, checking on me like he used to do when I couldn't sleep. He'd find me on the couch, bring me chamomile tea, sit with me in the quiet until whatever was bothering me felt manageable again. I miss you, I whisper to the empty room. God, James, I miss you so much I can't breathe sometimes. The box doesn't answer. Of course it doesn't. But somehow, sitting here in the 3 a.m. darkness with this gift he left me, I feel closer to him than I have in 2 years. Like the distance between us has narrowed just slightly. Like he's reaching back through time to remind me he existed. We existed. And that existence meant something. My phone buzzes. A text from Sarah. Can't sleep. Are you awake? I call her immediately. Hey, baby. I keep thinking about the box. Her voice is small in the darkness, young in a way she doesn't usually let herself be anymore. Grief made her grow up too fast. What do you think is in it? I don't know. I've been sitting here trying to guess. Do you think it's jewelry? Dad always got you jewelry for Christmas. He did. A necklace our first Christmas together. Earrings the next year. A bracelet when Sarah was born. Each piece carefully chosen, always meaningful, never expensive, but always perfect. I still wear all of them. Every single day. Maybe, I say. Or maybe it's something completely different. You know your dad. He liked to surprise us. Sarah is quiet for a moment. Then, Mom, what if opening it makes it worse? What if we're better off not knowing? And there it is. The fear I've been dancing around all night. What if knowing hurts more than wondering? I think, I say slowly, that your dad left this for us to find. And maybe he left it because he knew we'd need it. Not on Christmas 2023 when he thought he'd still be here to watch us open it. But now, when we're finally ready to move forward. Maybe he knew somehow that we'd need this exact thing at this exact time. That's crazy, Mom. I know, but grief makes you believe in crazy things. She laughs, soft and sad. Are you scared? Terrified. Me too. A pause. But I want to know. I want to hear what he wanted to tell us. Then we'll open it together. Tomorrow morning, when you get home. Promise you won't open it without me. I promise, baby. This is our moment. Yours and mine. Our family. We talk for another hour. About nothing and everything. About memories of James. About the house. About what comes next. And when we finally hang up, the sun is starting to rise on Christmas Eve morning. Linda texts that they're leaving Boston at 8 a.m. They'll be here by noon. 6 hours. 6 hours until Sarah gets home and we open the box together. Mike and Tony arrive at 9 a.m., apologizing for working on Christmas Eve but wanting to finish the attic assessment. I barely hear them. I'm in a trance, moving through the motions of offering coffee, of answering questions about repairs, of existing in a world where I'm waiting for a message from my dead husband. At 11:30, I see Linda's car pull into the driveway. Sarah is out before it's fully stopped, running up the walkway, bursting through the door. She's grown since I saw her 3 days ago. Or maybe I'm just seeing her differently, seeing how much of James is in her face, her eyes, her determination. Where is it? She asks breathlessly. I gesture to the living room. The box sits on the coffee table, exactly where I left it, patient as a saint. Sarah walks toward it slowly, reverently. She sits on the floor in front of it, same as I did at 3 a.m. It's real, she whispers. I thought maybe I dreamed it. It's real. Linda hovers in the doorway. Do you want me to stay or give you two privacy? Stay, Sarah and I say at the same time. Linda is family. She's been our rock through all of this. She deserves to be here. The three of us sit in a circle around the coffee table, around James's gift, around this moment 2 years in the making. Ready? I ask Sarah. She nods. We reach for the box together. Before we continue with opening this gift that James left for us, I want to ask something of you. If this story is touching your heart the way it's breaking and healing mine, please subscribe to this channel. Hit that notification bell because you need to see what happens next. What James hid in this box. What message he left for us. It's something I need to share with the world. Leave a comment below and tell me, have you ever received an unexpected gift from someone you lost? Have you ever felt like someone you loved was reaching through time to tell you something important? Your stories help me feel less alone in this journey. And please, share this video with someone who needs to know that love doesn't end when life does. Every share, every like, every comment reminds me that James's love, our story, matters. Thank you for being here with me. Now let's see what my husband wanted us to know. Sarah's fingers work at the tape. It comes away slowly, reluctantly, like it's been holding this secret for so long it doesn't want to let go. The tape peels away with a sound like tearing skin. Sarah's hands are steadier than mine, focused in a way that reminds me so much of James it physically hurts. He had that same look when he was concentrating, that same furrowed brow, that same determination. The last piece of tape comes free. The box lid is still sealed by time and pressure, and Sarah has to wiggle it gently to break the seal. Linda reaches over and squeezes my hand. I realize I've stopped breathing. The lid comes off. Inside, red tissue paper, carefully folded, deliberately placed. James was never careful with wrapping paper. He attacked Christmas presents like a tornado. Paper flying everywhere, tape stuck to his fingers, Sarah laughing at his enthusiasm. But this is different. This is reverent. Sarah looks at me. You should do it, Mom. We do it together. We each take a corner of the tissue paper and lift it away. Underneath, 3 envelopes. White, standard size, the kind James used for birthday cards. Each one has a name written on it in his handwriting. The first says Emily. The second says Sarah. The third says Open First. Open First, Sarah reads aloud. Typical dad. Always with the instructions. Linda laughs softly, and the sound breaks something open in the room. Suddenly we're all crying and laughing at the same time, because this is so James. Even from beyond the grave, he's orchestrating the moment, making sure we do things in the right order, making sure we experience this the way he planned. My hands shake as I pick up the envelope marked Open First. It's slightly thicker than the other 2. I turn it over, slide my finger under the flap, and pull out a single folded piece of paper. James's handwriting fills the page, and for a moment I can't see the words because my eyes are too full of tears. Sarah moves closer, presses against my side like she did when she was small and scared. I put my arm around her and begin to read out loud, my voice cracking on every other word. My beloved girls, my heart, my life, my everything. I have to stop, have to breathe, have to remind myself that these are just words on paper, but they're also James, reaching forward through time, speaking to us from a moment when he was still alive, still planning, still loving us with every breath in his body. Keep going, Mom, Sarah whispers. If you're reading this, I hope it's on a beautiful Christmas morning, with snow outside, and hot chocolate on the stove, and all the cheesy decorations up that Emily pretends to hate but secretly loves. I hope Sarah is taller than last year. I hope Emily still wrinkles her nose when she laughs. I hope you're both happy. Sarah makes a sound, something between a sob and a laugh. I pull her closer. But I've been having these thoughts lately. Not bad thoughts, just aware thoughts. Aware that life is fragile. Aware that we're not promised tomorrow. Aware that if something happened to me, there are things I need you both to know. My throat closes up. He knew. Somehow, some part of him knew. First, for my Sarah. Baby girl, by the time you read this, you're probably not such a baby anymore. You're probably rolling your eyes at Dad's sentimentality and wondering why he always had to be so dramatic about everything. Sarah laughs through her tears. He's right. I need you to know that being your father has been the greatest honor of my life. Every single day with you has been a gift. You are so smart, so kind, so brave, so much braver than your old man. And I need you to do something for me. I need you to take care of your mom. Not because she can't take care of herself. She's the strongest person I know. But because she forgets to take care of herself sometimes. She forgets that she deserves happiness too. Remind her, okay? Remind her to live. Remind her to laugh. Remind her that loving me doesn't mean stopping her own life. I can't read anymore. I hand the letter to Sarah. Let her voice take over while I try to remember how to breathe. And Emily, Sarah reads, her voice young and breaking. My love, my impossible, beautiful, stubborn love. If you're reading this and I'm not there, I know what you're doing. You're blaming yourself for something. You're probably running through every conversation we had before I left, looking for signs you missed, things you should have said differently. Stop. Whatever happened, it wasn't your fault. And I need you to hear this. Really hear this. You are allowed to be happy again. Sarah pauses, wipes her eyes, continues. You're allowed to laugh without feeling guilty. You're allowed to love again without feeling like you're betraying me. You're allowed to move forward. Because Emily, my darling, life is for the living, and you are so alive. You have so much love to give. Don't lock it away with me. Don't make our house a tomb. Don't let grief become your whole identity. The words hit me like physical blows, because he's describing exactly what I've done, exactly who I've become. I know you, Sarah keeps reading. I know you're probably still sleeping on your side of the bed. I know you probably haven't moved my things. I know you're drowning in our life together and forgetting to build a life for yourself. So I'm asking you, begging you, giving you permission if that's what you need. Let go. Move forward. Sell the house if you need to. Start over. Find joy again. Find love again if it finds you. I won't be jealous. I'll be grateful that someone else gets to experience the miracle of loving you. The room is silent except for our crying. Even Linda is openly sobbing now. The other 2 envelopes have something special for each of you, Sarah finishes. Open them when you're ready. But Emily, promise me something. Promise me you'll really think about what I'm asking. Promise me you won't spend the rest of your life living in the past. The past is beautiful. Our life was beautiful. But your future can be beautiful too. Let it be. Sarah sets down the letter. We sit in silence, holding each other, letting James's words settle over us like snow. Finally, Sarah speaks. He knew, Mom. He knew you'd do exactly what you've been doing. He always knew me better than I knew myself. So what do we do now? I look at the 2 remaining envelopes. Sarah's name, my name, whatever else James left us, whatever other surprises wait in those envelopes. They're nothing compared to what he just gave us. Permission, freedom, a path forward. Now, I say, we open the rest. Together. Sarah picks up her envelope. I pick up mine. And on this Christmas Eve, 2 years after James died, we finally receive the gifts he meant us to have all along. Sarah holds her envelope like it might disintegrate if she grips it too hard. Her name, written in her father's hand. The last thing he ever wrote to her. The last words he planned to say before everything ended on that snowy highway 2 years ago. You go first, baby, I tell her. Yours first. She nods, slides her finger under the flap, and pulls out a small velvet pouch. Navy blue. The kind jewelry comes in. Her hands tremble as she loosens the drawstring and tips the contents into her palm. A necklace. Silver chain, delicate but strong, and hanging from it, a crescent moon pendant, small and perfect, catching the morning light streaming through the window. Oh, Sarah breathes. Just that. Just oh. There's a card too, smaller than the letter. Sarah unfolds it and reads aloud, her voice barely a whisper. My Sarah, my moon and stars. Remember when you were 5 and asked me how much I loved you? I said to the moon and back. You said that wasn't far enough. So I said to the moon and back 1,000,000 times. You said that still wasn't enough. So I promised you, every single night, that I loved you to the moon and back infinity times. This moon is my promise, baby girl. Infinity times. Even now. Even always. Wear it. And remember that somewhere, somehow, Dad is still loving you to the moon and back. Infinity times. Forever. Your dad. Sarah clutches the necklace to her chest and sobs. Not the quiet, controlled crying we've been doing. Real sobs. The kind that come from somewhere deep and broken and finally starting to heal. Linda gets up and wraps her arms around Sarah from behind, and I crawl across the floor to hold my daughter while she grieves and loves and remembers all at once. He knew, Sarah keeps saying. He remembered that. From when I was 5. He remembered. He remembered everything about you. I tell her. Every moment, every word, every promise. We sit like that until Sarah's tears slow. She wipes her face with her sleeve, then carefully, with shaking fingers, fastens the necklace around her neck. The little moon settles just below her collarbone, right over her heart. "I'm never taking this off," she says. "Never." "I know, baby." She looks at me, her eyes red but clearer than I've seen them in 2 years. "Your turn, Mom. Open yours." My envelope feels heavier than Sarah's, though that might just be my imagination. I open it and find not a velvet pouch, but a small manila envelope, the kind that holds important documents. And inside that, 2 things: a set of small silver keys on a ring, and a piece of paper with an address written in James's handwriting: 47, Ocean View Lane, Newport, Rhode Island. Keys? Linda leans forward, confused. Keys to what? I don't know. I turn them over in my hand. House keys, definitely. 3 of them. Front door, back door, something else. But what house? We don't own property in Newport. We haven't been to Newport since our honeymoon 15 years ago, when we spent a long weekend in a little yellow cottage by the ocean, and James said it was the most perfect place on earth. The most perfect place on earth. No, he couldn't have. He wouldn't have. There's another card. My hands shake so badly I can barely open it. Sarah takes it from me gently and reads it aloud. "Emily, my impossible love. Do you remember Newport, our honeymoon? That little cottage where we stayed? You stood on the deck at sunrise and said, if you could live anywhere in the world, it would be right there, watching the ocean, listening to the waves, feeling the salt air on your skin. You said it was the only place you ever felt completely at peace." Sarah pauses, looks at the keys in my hand, looks at me. "Mom, what is this?" "I don't know," I whisper, "but I do know. I know, and I can't believe it, and it's impossible, and it has to be true." Sarah keeps reading. "I never forgot, Emily. I spent 14 years trying to make it happen, and this year I finally did. I bought it, the cottage, our cottage. It's yours, it's ours. It's waiting for you, for us, for whatever future we build together. I was going to surprise you on Christmas morning. We were going to drive up there that afternoon, all 3 of us, and I was going to hand you these keys and watch your face when you realized that your perfect place was finally ours. I can't breathe, can't think, can't process what I'm hearing. But if you're reading this and I'm not there," Sarah continues, her voice breaking, "then the cottage is even more important. Because Emily, you need a place that's not haunted by me. You need somewhere new, somewhere that can be yours, where you can start over. The house in Connecticut is full of memories, full of me, full of us. And those memories are beautiful, but they're also chains keeping you trapped in the past. So, take these keys, go to Newport, see our cottage, and decide if it's time to let yourself have a future." Sarah stops reading. The room is silent, except for the sound of my ragged breathing. Linda has her hand over her mouth, tears streaming down her face. "He bought us a house," I finally managed to say. "He bought us a house in Newport." "Mom," Sarah's voice is awed. "Dad bought you your dream. Not just a dream, a future, a way forward. A place where I can exist without his ghost in every corner. A place where I can remember him without drowning in the remembering." "There's more," Sarah says, looking at the card. "Mom, there's more." She hands it to me, the last paragraph, in James's handwriting, swimming through my tears. "I've paid for property management for the next 5 years. The place is maintained, ready, waiting. The address and all the paperwork are in our safety deposit box at the bank. Go there, Emily. Take Sarah. Spend Christmas by the ocean. Start a new tradition. Create new memories. And when you're ready, maybe make it home. I love you more than words. More than time. More than death. Use this gift. Let yourself live. You're James. Always." I look at the keys. 3 small pieces of metal that represent everything. James's love. James's foresight. James's final gift to me. Not jewelry or clothes or something I'll tuck away in a drawer, but a whole new life. A whole new beginning. "We have to go there," Sarah says suddenly, urgently. "Mom, we have to go right now. Sarah, it's Christmas Eve. We can't just..." "Yes, we can. That's exactly what we can do. That's exactly what Dad wanted us to do. He said it right there. Spend Christmas by the ocean. Start a new tradition." She stands up, still clutching her moon necklace, suddenly full of energy and purpose. "Aunt Linda, you can come too. We all go. We see what Dad did. We have Christmas in the cottage. Our cottage." Linda looks at me. "Em, what do you think?" "What do I think? I think my husband bought me a house 2 years ago and hid the keys in our attic. I think he planned for a future he never got to see. I think he loved me enough to give me permission to move forward, even if it meant moving away from the life we built together. I think maybe, just maybe, it's time to see what that future looks like. Pack a bag, I tell Sarah. We're going to Newport. We throw clothes into bags without thinking. Sarah grabs random items from her room, things she hasn't touched in months. I pack a suitcase with shaking hands, choosing nothing in particular. Just movement, just action, just forward motion for the first time in 2 years. Mike and Tony are still working in the attic when we come downstairs with our bags. Mike takes one look at our faces, at the keys in my hand, at the energy crackling between Sarah and me, and he understands without asking. You're going somewhere, he says. Not a question. Newport. My husband, he bought us a cottage there. We just found out. We're going to see it. Mike smiles, the first real smile I've seen from him. Good. That's real good, Mrs. Parker. House will be here when you get back. Go. Live a little. Tony appears at the top of the attic stairs. Tell your husband thank you, he says, for showing you the way forward. Not everyone gets that gift. I want to tell him James isn't my husband anymore. He's my late husband. He's past tense. He's gone. But standing here with his keys in my hand, and his daughter beside me, and his final gift pulling us toward the ocean, I realize Tony is right. James is still my husband. Death doesn't change that. Love doesn't end just because a heart stops beating. I will, I tell Tony. Somehow, I will. The drive from Connecticut to Newport takes just over 2 hours. Linda insists on driving, says we need to process, to breathe, to prepare ourselves. Sarah sits in the back, her moon necklace catching the winter sunlight, her fingers constantly touching it like she's checking to make sure it's real. I sit in the passenger seat with the keys in my lap and James's card in my hand, reading it over and over. The cottage, our cottage, the place where we spent 3 perfect days 15 years ago, young and in love and certain we had forever ahead of us. I remember every detail of that weekend, the yellow paint peeling slightly in the salt air, the deck with 2 rocking chairs that faced the ocean, the small kitchen where James made scrambled eggs and burned toast, and we ate it anyway because everything tasted perfect, the bedroom with windows on 3 sides, so you woke up surrounded by light and the sound of waves. Tell me about it, Sarah says from the back seat. Tell me about when you and Dad were there. So I do. I tell her about how James insisted on carrying me over the threshold, even though we were already married by then. How he got his foot stuck and we both fell in a heap in the entryway, laughing so hard we couldn't breathe. How we walked on the beach at midnight, the moon so bright we didn't need flashlights. How he wrote our initials in the sand with a stick and the tide washed them away and he said, it didn't matter. Our love was written in places the tide couldn't reach. He was such a romantic, Sarah says, and she's smiling. Really smiling. Kind of embarrassing, honestly. Completely embarrassing, I agree. And absolutely perfect. Linda navigates us through Providence, then down toward the coast. The landscape changes. More water, more sky. The air through the vents smells different, crisp and sharp with salt. My heart starts beating faster. Are you nervous? Linda asks quietly. Terrified. What if it's different than I remember? What if it's been renovated and modernized and it's not our cottage anymore? What if James bought some completely different place and I've built it up in my head and... breathe. Whatever it is, it's a gift. A gift from someone who loved you more than life. Accept it as it is. She's right. Of course she's right. But my hands won't stop shaking. We enter Newport just after noon. The town is dressed for Christmas. Lights strung across the streets, wreaths on every lamppost. It's beautiful and quaint and exactly as I remember it. Tourists walk the streets despite the cold. A man on the corner sells roasted chestnuts. The smell of cinnamon and pine fills the air. Ocean View Lane, Linda reads from the GPS. Half a mile. My mouth goes dry. Sarah leans forward between the front seats, both of us straining to see, to catch the first glimpse of whatever James has given us. Linda turns onto a narrow street lined with cottages. Summer homes, mostly. Many of them dark and shuttered for winter, but some have lights, smoke from chimneys. Signs of life. 43. Sarah reads the numbers as we pass. 45. Mom, the next one. And there it is. 47 Ocean View Lane. Linda pulls to a stop in front of a cottage painted sunshine yellow. 2 stories, small but perfect, with a peaked roof and white trim and a deck that wraps around the front. There are rocking chairs on the deck, just like I remember. There's a wreath on the door, fresh and green. Someone has been maintaining it, caring for it, keeping it ready. For us. James kept it ready for us. "Oh my God," Sarah whispers. "Mom, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. More beautiful than I remember. More beautiful than I ever imagined. It sits on a small lot with the ocean visible beyond it, gray-blue and endless under the winter sky. It's not the same cottage we stayed in 15 years ago. That one was a rental, temporary, borrowed. This is different. This is ours. I can't move. Can't unbuckle my seatbelt. Can't make my legs work. I just stare at this yellow cottage, this gift, this impossible, beautiful thing James did for me. Come on, Mom." Sarah is already out of the car, already walking up the path to the front door. "Come see it. Come see what Dad wanted you to have." I force myself out of the car. The keys feel like they weigh 1,000 pounds in my hand. Linda walks beside me, steadying me, keeping me upright as we approach the door. The wreath smells like fresh pine and cinnamon. There's a small card attached to it. Property Management Services. A phone number. A note. "Welcome home, Mrs. Parker. Everything is ready for you. Everything is ready." James made sure everything would be ready. Sarah bounces on her toes. "Open it, Mom. Use the keys. Let's go inside." My hand shakes as I slide the first key into the lock. It turns smoothly, well-oiled, maintained. The door swings open, and I step into the future James built for me. The cottage smells like clean linen and lemon polish. The floors are hardwood, warm honey-colored. The living room is small and cozy, with a stone fireplace and windows. So many windows, all facing the ocean. The furniture is simple, comfortable. Nothing fancy, but everything right. I walk through like I'm in a dream. The kitchen has been updated, but kept small and charming. There's a note on the counter. Refrigerator stocked with basics. Welcome home. The refrigerator hums quietly, and when I open it, I find milk, eggs, butter, bread, fresh fruit, orange juice. Someone knew we were coming. Someone prepared for this moment. Sarah calls from upstairs. "Mom, come see the bedrooms." I climb the narrow staircase. 2 bedrooms, both with ocean views. One clearly a master, one smaller. The master bedroom takes my breath away. Windows on 3 sides, just like I remembered. A queen bed with a white quilt. A reading chair by the window. And on the nightstand, a framed photo I've never seen before. James and me. On the beach. 15 years ago. I'm laughing at something he said, and he's looking at me like I'm the only thing in the world worth seeing. Someone took this photo during our honeymoon, and James kept it all these years. Kept it and framed it and placed it here, in our cottage, waiting for me to find it. I pick up the frame with shaking hands. We were so young, so happy, so certain of everything. "He never stopped loving you," Linda says from the doorway. "Not for 1 second." I know, and I do know. Standing in this cottage James bought for me, looking at this photo of us when we were young and fearless, I know with absolute certainty that I was loved, am loved, will always be loved. The question is, can I let that love set me free? I spend the first hour just walking through the cottage, touching walls, opening cabinets, standing at windows. Sarah follows me like a shadow, both of us silent, both of us trying to understand what James has given us. In the kitchen, I find the cabinets stocked, not just basics. Spices arranged alphabetically, James's way. Coffee, the good kind he always insisted on. Tea bags in a ceramic container shaped like a lighthouse. And in the pantry, tucked behind canned goods, a box of hot chocolate mix with marshmallows. I pull it out with shaking hands. Sarah sees it, and her eyes fill with tears. "His special recipe," she whispers. "He left us ingredients for his special hot chocolate." There's more. In the drawer by the stove, I find a handwritten recipe card. James's handwriting. Emily's perfect hot chocolate. Heat milk slowly. Don't boil. Add cocoa and sugar. Stir clockwise. Always clockwise. Because that's the direction of love. Add vanilla. Top with marshmallows and cinnamon. Serve to the people you love most. Make them smile. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. Making people smile. Making life beautiful. making love tangible and real and present even when you're gone. We should make some, Linda suggests gently. Later, when we're ready. Now, Sarah says suddenly, firmly. We should make it now. That's what Dad would want. He wouldn't want us standing around crying. He'd want us making hot chocolate and sitting on the deck and watching the ocean. She's right. She's so right. And she's 12 years old and braver than I've been in 2 years. We make the hot chocolate together. Sarah heats the milk. I measure the cocoa and sugar. Linda finds mugs in the cabinet, 3 of them, perfectly sized. We stir clockwise because that's the direction of love. We add the vanilla and marshmallows and cinnamon exactly as James instructed. And then we carry our mugs out to the deck. The ocean stretches before us, gray and endless under the December sky. The air is cold and sharp and clean. The waves crash rhythmically, eternally. The same sound I remember from 15 years ago. The same sound James must have remembered when he bought this place for me. We sit in the rocking chairs. Sarah in one, me in another. Linda perched on the deck railing. We drink our hot chocolate in silence, and it tastes exactly like James. Like love, like home. I can't believe he did this, I finally say. I can't believe he planned all of this and never said a word. He wanted to surprise you, Sarah says. He always loved surprising you. He did. I smile through my tears. He really did. We sit there until our mugs are empty, and the sun starts its descent toward the horizon. The winter afternoon is short, and soon the sky begins to paint itself in shades of orange and pink and purple. Sarah gasps. Mom, look, the sunset. It's breathtaking. The kind of sunset that makes you believe in something bigger than yourself. The kind of sunset that reminds you that beauty exists even in the midst of pain. The kind of sunset James would have pointed out, would have made us stop everything to watch, would have said was proof that the universe is full of magic. Take a picture, I tell Sarah. Take a picture of this moment. She pulls out her phone, but instead of photographing the sunset, she turns the camera on us. On me and Linda and her, sitting on this deck, in front of this ocean, in this cottage James built for us. She takes the photo, then shows it to me. We look different. Sad, yes. Red-eyed from crying, yes. But also something else. Something I haven't seen in our faces in 2 years. Hope. We look like people who might someday be okay again. Before we go inside, I need to tell you something. If you're still here with me, still following this journey, still believing in the power of love that transcends death, I need you to know how much that means. This story, James's gift, the way love can reach forward through time and heal us when we think we're beyond healing, it's not just my story. It's a universal truth, and I want you to be part of this community. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Click that bell, because I promise you, what comes next in this journey will touch your soul. Leave a comment and tell me about the gifts, the surprises, the moments of grace you've received from people you've lost. We're all connected by love and loss, and sharing our stories makes us stronger. And please, share this video with someone who needs to know that it's possible to honor the past while building a future. Every like, every share, every comment is a reminder that love is the strongest force in the universe. Thank you for being here. Now, let me show you what else we discovered in this magical place. As darkness falls, we explore the rest of the cottage. Sarah finds extra blankets in the closet, thick and warm. Linda discovers that the fireplace works, and soon we have a fire crackling, filling the small living room with warmth and light. I find the thermostat and turn up the heat, find light switches and flip them on, one by one, until the cottage glows like a beacon against the dark ocean. This place, this gift, is coming alive around us. In the master bedroom closet, I find something that makes me freeze. Hanging there, protected in garment bags, are clothes. My clothes. Things from our Connecticut house that I haven't seen in months. My favorite sweater, the blue one James always said brought out my eyes. A dress I wore on our anniversary 3 years ago. A jacket I thought I'd lost. There's a note pinned to the garment bag. Thought you might want some familiar things in your new place. Snuck these out when you weren't looking. Surprise. Love. Jay. He did this. Before he died, before that last trip to New York, James went through our house, selected pieces of my life, brought them here, hung them in this closet. Planning. Always planning for our future. I pull out the blue sweater and hold it to my face. It smells like our old house, like the life we had, like memory. But it's here, in this new place, in this future James built. He was telling me something, that I could bring pieces of the past forward, that I didn't have to choose between remembering and living, that I could do both. Mom? Sarah appears in the doorway. I found Christmas decorations in the hall closet. Should we put them up? Christmas decorations. Here, in this cottage, on Christmas Eve, creating new traditions in this new space. Yes, I hear myself say. Yes, let's decorate. Let's make this place ours. Let's have Christmas here, just like Dad wanted. Sarah's face lights up, and for the first time in 2 years, I see my daughter excited about Christmas. Really excited. Not pretending for my sake, but genuinely happy. We spend the next 2 hours transforming the cottage. Sarah and Linda string lights around the windows. I find a small artificial tree in one of the boxes, pre-lit, perfect for the corner by the fireplace. We hang ornaments, simple glass balls in red and silver. We put battery-operated candles in the windows. And slowly, magically, the cottage becomes ours. Not just a place James bought, not just a gift from the past, but a home, our home, a place where new memories can live alongside old ones. By 9 o'clock, we're exhausted. Linda claims the smaller bedroom. Sarah wants to sleep on the couch by the fireplace, says she wants to fall asleep watching the flames. I don't argue. Let her have this. Let her have comfort wherever she finds it. I climb the stairs to the master bedroom, to the photo of James and me on the nightstand, to the windows that frame the ocean and the stars. I change into the blue sweater from the closet, James's favorite, and I crawl into bed. I wake to the sound of waves, and for the first time in 2 years, I don't immediately feel the crushing weight of grief. It's still there, always there, but softer somehow, like a scar instead of an open wound. The bedroom is bathed in early morning light, gray and gentle. I can see the ocean through all 3 windows, vast and constant and somehow comforting. I reach for James out of habit, find empty space, but instead of despair, I feel something different. Gratitude. He gave me this view, this peace, this chance at a future. Christmas morning. Our first Christmas in the cottage. The first Christmas where I don't feel like I'm drowning. I pull on the blue sweater and pad downstairs in bare feet. Sarah is already awake, sitting on the couch wrapped in a blanket, staring at the Christmas tree lights. Her moon necklace catches the glow, and she's touching it absently, the way she's done constantly since she put it on. Merry Christmas, baby, I say softly. She turns, and her smile is real. Merry Christmas, Mom. I woke up and forgot where we were for a second. Then I remembered and I felt happy. Is that okay? Is it okay to feel happy on Christmas? I sit beside her, pull her close. It's more than okay. It's exactly what Dad wanted. He said it in his letter, remember? He wanted us to live. I miss him. I know. I miss him too. Every second of every day. But this place makes it hurt less somehow. Like he's still taking care of us even though he's gone. She's exactly right. That's exactly what this is. James, still protecting us. Still planning for us. Still loving us forward through time. Linda emerges from the small bedroom. Hair messy. Eyes soft with sleep. Merry Christmas, my loves. How did everyone sleep? Better than I have in 2 years, I admit. Something about this place. The sound of the ocean, maybe. Or just knowing James wanted us here. He had good instincts, Linda says. This place is healing. I can feel it. We make breakfast together. Real breakfast. Not the sad cereal or skipped meals that have defined our mornings for so long. Sarah makes scrambled eggs. I make toast that only burns a little. Linda finds bacon in the freezer and fries it up. We work in the small kitchen, bumping into each other, laughing when we get in each other's way. And it feels like family, like life, like something worth fighting for. We eat on the deck despite the cold, bundled in blankets, watching the morning sun try to break through the clouds. A few brave souls walk the beach below, bundled against the winter chill. A dog runs ahead of its owner, pure joy in motion. We should walk the beach later, Sarah says. Write Dad's initials in the sand like he did on your honeymoon. And let the tide wash them away? I ask. Yeah, because like Dad said, our love is written in places the tide can't reach. The sand is just for show. 12 years old and so wise. How did I get so lucky? After breakfast, we sit by the fire. There are no presents to open. We didn't plan for this, didn't pack gifts, but somehow it doesn't matter. The cottage is the gift. The letters are the gift. This moment, together, healing, is the gift. I want to make a decision, I say suddenly. The words come out before I fully think them through, but once they're out, I know they're right. I want to stay here, not just for a few days. I want to make this our home, our real home. Sarah sits up straight. Really? What about the Connecticut house? We'll keep it for now, or maybe we'll sell it eventually. I don't know yet, but this place, this cottage, this is where we start over, where we build our future. Is that crazy? It's not crazy, Linda says firmly. It's brave. What about school? Sarah asks. My friends. Newport has good schools. You can make new friends. Or we can figure something out. Maybe split time between both places until the school year ends. I don't have all the answers yet, baby. I just know that sitting here, in this cottage James gave us, I feel something I haven't felt in 2 years. Peace, possibility, hope. Sarah is quiet for a long moment, touching her moon necklace, thinking. Finally, she says, Dad bought this place for us to be happy. I think we should be happy here. I think we should try. Me too. We spend the afternoon making the cottage more ours. Sarah hangs photos on the walls, pictures from her phone of the three of us, of James, of our family, creating a visual history in this new space. Linda helps me organize the kitchen, figure out what we have, what we need, making lists for a grocery run tomorrow. I find myself humming while I work. Actually humming. When was the last time I hummed? When was the last time I felt light enough for music? As the sun starts to set, we bundle up and walk down to the beach. The sand is cold and damp, the water gray and restless. We walk in silence for a while, just being together, just existing in this space James created for us. Then Sarah finds a stick and hands it to me. You do it, Mom. Write his initials. I kneel in the sand, feeling the cold seep through my jeans, and I write carefully, deliberately, J.P. James Parker, the man who loved me, the man who loves me still. Sarah adds an EP beside it. Emily Parker. Me. Still here. Still living. Still loving him. And then SP Sarah Parker. Our daughter. Our future. Our reason to keep going. We stand back and look at our initials in the sand. 3 letters. 3 lives. 1 family. The tide will wash it away, Sarah says. But we'll still be here, I reply. That's what matters. We'll still be here. We watch as the waves creep closer, each one reaching a little further up the beach. The water touches the J first, blurs it, begins to erase it, then the E, then the S. Within minutes, the sand is smooth again, unmarked, as if we were never there. But we were there. We are here. And James's love is written in places deeper than sand, stronger than tides, more permanent than any mark we could make on this earth. As we walk back to the cottage, the lights glowing warm against the twilight, Sarah slips her hand into mine. She hasn't done that in years. 12 is too old for hand-holding usually. But tonight, on this Christmas night in our new home, she holds my hand like she did when she was small. It's going to be okay, isn't it, Mom? She asks. Eventually, it's really going to be okay. I squeeze her hand. Yeah, baby. I think it really is. And for the first time since James died, I actually believe it. That night, after Linda and Sarah are asleep, I sit alone in the master bedroom. I pick up the framed photo of James and me, young and happy and fearless, and I talk to him. Thank you, I whisper. Thank you for loving me enough to let me go. Thank you for planning for a future you couldn't be part of. Thank you for this cottage, for the letters, for the permission to live. I don't know what comes next, James. I don't know how to do this without you. But I'm going to try. I'm going to really try. I set the photo back on the nightstand, climb into bed, and for the first time in 2 years, I sleep through the night without nightmares, without reaching for someone who isn't there, without waking up drowning in grief. I sleep in the home James built for me, in the future he planned, in the love that death couldn't end. And when I wake tomorrow, I'll start figuring out what comes next. 3 months later, I'm standing on the deck of our cottage, watching the March ocean roll in, when my phone rings. It's Mike Morrison. Mrs. Parker, just wanted to let you know we finished the repairs on the Connecticut house. She's ready whenever you want to list her. I look out at the gray-blue water, at the sky threatening rain, at the life I've built here in Newport over the past 12 weeks. Sarah enrolled in the local middle school after winter break. She's made friends, joined the art club, started smiling more than she cries. I transferred to a branch office of my insurance company just 20 minutes from the cottage. Linda visits every other weekend, bringing groceries and laughter and the reminder that we're not alone. Mike, I say slowly, I think I want to keep it. The Connecticut house. Not sell it. Not yet. Maybe rent it out, or maybe just hold on to it for a while longer. Is that crazy? Not crazy at all. It's your home. Both places are your home. You get to decide what that means. After we hang up, I think about that. Both places are home. The Connecticut Colonial, where I built a life with James, where Sarah took her first steps, where we hung Christmas stockings for 15 years, and this yellow cottage where James built a future for us, where we're learning to live again, where grief is softening into something we can carry without being crushed by it. I don't have to choose. I can hold both. Remember and live. Honor the past while building a future. Sarah comes out onto the deck, backpack slung over one shoulder. She's taller already, I swear. 12 going on 20. The moon necklace never leaves her neck. Mom. Emma's mom is driving us to the art supply store. Can I go? Emma. Her new friend, a girl with bright red hair and a laugh that reminds me of James. Sarah talks about her constantly. Of course. Be back by dinner. We're making pasta. The kind Dad used to make, with the sauce from scratch. That's the one. Found his recipe in one of the boxes we brought from home. She grins, kisses my cheek, and runs off. I watch her go. This daughter of mine who's learning to carry her grief without letting it define her, who wears her father's love around her neck and still finds room to make new friends, try new things, laugh at jokes I don't understand. Inside, I've been working on a project. The spare bedroom, the one Linda uses when she visits, has been slowly transforming. I've been bringing boxes from Connecticut, unpacking them here, deciding what to keep, what to let go, what to integrate into this new life. Today I'm sorting through James's things, his clothes, most of which I donated months ago, but some pieces I kept. His favorite flannel shirt, worn soft from years of wear, the watch I gave him on our 10th anniversary, a baseball cap from a Red Sox game we went to with Sarah when she was 7. I pick up the flannel shirt, hold it to my face. It doesn't smell like him anymore, just like fabric softener and storage, but I remember how it felt when he wore it, how he looked on Sunday mornings, coffee in hand, this shirt unbuttoned over a t-shirt, his hair messy from sleep. I'm crying, but not the desperate, drowning tears from before. These are different, softer, tears of remembering instead of tears of breaking. There's a knock at the door. I wipe my eyes, go downstairs, open it to find Tony standing there, Mike's young assistant, looking nervous. Mrs. Parker, sorry to bother you. Mike mentioned you were keeping the Connecticut house, and I wondered. My girlfriend and I are looking for a place to rent, and I thought maybe I invite him in, make tea, and we talk about the house, about rental terms and deposits and move-in dates. And as we talk, I realize this is right. Tony, who understood about hidden letters, who lost his father young, who helped me find James's gift. Tony and his girlfriend living in our house, making new memories there, keeping it alive and warm and full of love. One condition, I tell him. There's a wall of family photos in the hallway, and there's a mark on the kitchen doorframe where we measured Sarah's height every year. Those stay. You work around them, okay? Of course, he says softly. We'll take care of them. We'll take care of the house. After he leaves, I call Sarah to tell her. She's quiet for a moment, then says, I think Dad would like that. Tony's good people. And we can visit whenever we want, right? Whenever we want. That evening, we make James's pasta sauce from scratch. Sarah reads the recipe card in his handwriting while I chop tomatoes and garlic. We work together, and the kitchen fills with the smell of cooking, of family, of life continuing. Over dinner, Sarah asks, Do you think Dad knew when he hid those letters and bought this cottage? Do you think some part of him knew he was going to die? I consider this. I think he knew what we all know if we're honest, that life is fragile, that we're not promised tomorrow. And instead of being afraid of that, he used it to love us better, to plan for us, to make sure we'd be okay. Are we okay, Mom? Really? I look at my daughter, at this cottage around us, at the ocean visible through the windows, at this life we're building with James's love as our foundation. We're getting there, baby. We're really getting there. That night, I sit in bed with my journal, something my therapist suggested and I actually started doing. I write about the day, about Tony renting the house, about Sarah's new friend, about the pasta sauce that tasted almost like James's but not quite, and how that's okay. And then I write directly to him. Dear James, it's been almost 2.5 years. Some days I still can't believe you're gone. Some days I still reach for you, and the shock of empty space nearly destroys me. But more and more, I have days where I can breathe, where I can laugh, where I can imagine a future that doesn't feel like betrayal. You did that for me. This cottage, these letters, this gift of permission to live. You loved me enough to let me go. That's the greatest gift anyone has ever given me. I'm not the same person I was when you were alive. Grief changed me, but maybe in some ways, it's made me stronger, braver, more appreciative of each moment. I'm learning to carry you with me without being buried by the weight. I'm learning that loving you doesn't mean stopping my own story. It means letting your love be part of every chapter going forward. Thank you for 15 perfect years. Thank you for Sarah. Thank you for this cottage. Thank you for loving me so completely that even death can't diminish it. I'll love you forever, but I'm also going to live, just like you asked, just like you wanted. Watch over us, James. We're going to be okay. I close the journal, turn off the light, and look at the photo on my nightstand. Young James and young Emily. Before loss, before grief, before we knew how precious and fragile and beautiful life really is. Good night, love, I whisper. And somewhere, somehow, I feel him whisper back. Not in words, not in any way I can prove or explain, but in the sound of the waves, in the warmth of this cottage, in the peace settling over me like a blanket. I close my eyes and sleep, and I dream of yellow cottages and ocean waves, and a love that death couldn't end, only transform. This isn't the end of my story. It's not even the end of our story, mine and James's. Because love doesn't end when a heart stops beating. It changes form. It becomes memory and legacy, and the courage to keep living even when living feels impossible. James gave me his love for 15 years when he was alive, and then he gave me something even more precious. He gave me permission to heal, to grow, to become someone new while honoring who I was. That's the real gift he left in our attic. Not keys to a cottage, though those were pretty wonderful. Not letters full of beautiful words, though those saved my life. The real gift was showing me that love at its truest wants what's best for the beloved, even if that means letting them go, even if that means setting them free to build a life you'll never see. I'm building that life now. For me, for Sarah, for the memory of the man who loved us enough to plan for a future he couldn't be part of. And every day I wake up in this cottage by the ocean, I feel his love surrounding me like the salt air, constant and cleansing, and carrying me forward into whatever comes next. That's what I want you to remember from my story. Not that grief ends, because it doesn't. Not that time heals all wounds, because it doesn't do that either. But that love, real love, the kind that lasts beyond death, gives us the strength to survive anything, even goodbye. Thank you for walking this journey with me. Thank you for witnessing my pain and my healing. Thank you for believing that stories like mine, like James's, like ours, matter. They do matter. Love always matters. And life, even after devastating loss, is still worth living. Good night, James, and good morning to whatever comes next.